as this broadcast continues, especially in the second half here this afternoon. Edwards calls his own number. Anthony Edwards, that is his first three-point attempt of the game. Rubio, no. Rebounded by Ojale.
Yeah, you almost have to forget about the first 32 games of the season because he was still trying to figure out what was going on in the league those first 32. So,
staying on the floor, missed the first 36 games with a wrist injury, then was out with a 13-game absence in the health and safety protocols, and then he's been dealing with concussion protocol. Staying on the floor, missed the first 36 games with a wrist injury, then was out with a 13-game absence in the health and safety protocols, and then he's been dealing with concussion protocol.
Put him in a ton of pro sets. Ran a lot of handoff action, a lot of staggers for him, a lot of back screen pop action. He was really, really well trained in college to come out and play in the pro game. He told everybody in the gym that he was going to be a pro. Ticket always remembered that. Yeah, I just remember talked before about all the great power forward matchups in the Western Conference, and none were better than the matchups that Ticket would have against the San Antonio Spurs. Is Naz.
That was a one-handed rebound and a one-handed.
McLaughlin comes up shooting. Oh, nice play by Reid.
Timberwolves basketball and Bally Sports is brought to you by Excel Energy.
To the building, it's like nothing that you've seen before.
Yeah, KG 2.0 clearly was much different than KG 1.0.
We're talking about how Celtic fans are a little disappointed. It can get worse. I mean, Eastern Conference Finals appearances every year.
Meantime, the Timberwolves on a little 12-4 run here. See if they can get this thing down to a reasonable margin going to the fourth. Reid turns it over.
Minnesota's bench has been, think about the catalyst that Wolves' bench has been.
Reid and Josh Okogie draws the foul.
You think about what Danny's done. Danny hasn't really brought in some of the veteran guys to replace the veteran guys they lost from a couple of years ago.
Reid with a big block. Celtics still come back up with the basketball again.
For that matter, I mean, Tremont Waters is he some? I mean, they've got a lot of young guys on their team, and they didn't replace some of these veteran guys that they missed.
Rotational wise, I think Neesmith and Pritchard are definitely going to be in the rotation when coming, whether it playoff or play in or whatever.
Williams, yeah, Kemba out again today. Jimmy's had both a cervical issue as well as the knee issue that has bothered him all season. A cervical issue as well as the knee issue that has bothered him all season.
It's going to be interesting how it all shakes out. But
Naz Reid going to work. Naz comes up with it again, padding the rebound stats. Naz Reid going to work. Naz comes up with it again, padding the rebound stats. Naz Reid going to work. Naz comes up with it again, padding the rebound stats. Naz Reid going to work. Naz comes up with it again, padding the rebound stats. Naz Reid going to work. Naz comes up with it again, padding the rebound stats, and then able to add to the scoring column as well.
Doing his best Moses Malone, and how when they set a screen, they don't miss. They get a body on somebody, and they make the screen effective. That's how they've been scoring so easily as Naz gets another one to go.
Waters with 2 threes here this afternoon. Only had 9 on the season coming into the game.
Highly recruited player out of high school, by the way, from the Connecticut area.
Oh, that was tapped back up and in. Timberwolves come up with the basketball. Naz Reid calls for the timeout.
All right.
It's good heads-up play by Naz.
Yes, it was.
And you know what? tip of the cap to Cat, because that streak is pretty darn impressive. I mean, it's incredible. 83 consecutive games with one made three.
I think a lot of people will have their eyes out on Anthony Edwards and see how he continues to develop.
That is punched back up the court.
Romeo Langford. And that ball rattles through.
Wolves certainly not giving up the ship, man. They've been playing their butts off here in the fourth quarter. They've been playing hard, this group.
Whistle here is going to send Parker to the free throw line.